Lansdale is a wonderful area that has a great urban-suburban feel. Lansdale is located in Montgomery County, which is the largest county in the Philadelphia metro area. Lansdale is one of the largest towns in Montgomery County with a quickly growing population of right around 18,000 people. So many people love it, and Lansdale is so highly desirable, and I think you're going to love it as well. Hey there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Philadelphia metro area realtor. I specialize in helping people move to the great state of Pennsylvania to find their perfect home. All of my contact information is below. Let's get started. Lansdale is such an amazing town, and it's no wonder that I receive so many calls, texts, and emails from you guys curious about Lansdale and wanting to move to the Lansdale area. So why should you consider moving to and living in Lansdale? Let's get started with that now, starting with the location of Lansdale. It's a pretty decent sized town that spans over 1,900 acres. Lansdale is perfectly located near tons of major roadways that make it very easy to get to any other suburb in the area, but also right into Center City, Philadelphia, which will take it about an hour, making it a great place to live for those who want to work in the city but want a quieter, more suburban lifestyle. You can also get directly into New Jersey, which is right about an hour to an hour and a half drive, depending on the time of day and the traffic. If you do end up living in Lansdale, you'll have quick and convenient access to major roadways such as I-63, 309, 202, and of course the Pennsylvania Turnpike, known as 476. Lansdale has a great urban-suburban mix, which is why so many people love living there. If you would prefer not to live in a major city like Philadelphia, but also you would rather not to live in maybe a very quiet, small suburb with not much to do, Lansdale is kind of right in the middle between those two. Lansdale is such a great place to be and a great place to live because it has just about everything that a major city has to offer, but at a much smaller suburban scale. It has the public transit, the shopping and dining, there are tons of community events, and the overall hustle and bustle of a major city, but of course toned down a little bit, if that makes sense. Speaking of community events, Lansdale has a very strong community-based feel in the town, which is completely different than a major city would have. Cities don't really have the community feel that a suburb would have. Residents are friendly and welcoming, and there are so many community events and activities throughout the year, including festivals, parades, and concerts. Just a couple of the very popular events that they hold each year are the Beer Tasting Festival, the Lansdale Bike Night, First Friday, which is a great community event that they hold the first Friday of every month, where they have vendors come out, people walk the streets. It's a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend it. There's also Lansdale Day, the farmers market, tons of parades, and so much more. It truly seems like Lansdale has some sort of event or activity to do every single weekend during the warmer months. So another reason on why Lansdale is so highly sought after is because of the school district that services Lansdale, which is North Penn School District. North Penn is the 8th best district in Montgomery County out of 21. North Penn is a huge district made up of 17 schools ranging from both elementary, middle, and one huge high school. The entire district has a little over 12,000 students. So according to niche.com, North Penn School District has an overall A rating with a student to teacher ratio of 15:1, which is below the national average. North Penn was rated as the 539th best district in the country out of over 10,000 districts, number 42 for the most diverse school district in Pennsylvania out of 496 total districts, and number 46 for the best teachers in the Philadelphia area out of over 126 total districts. If you're looking to move to the Lansdale area and you're not interested in public schools, there are also a great variety of private schools as well. So we spoke a little bit about some of the events that Lansdale has, but that's not even half of everything that you can do in and right around the Lansdale area. So probably the most popular thing about Lansdale is the downtown area, which has some incredible shopping, dining, and bars. There are constantly new restaurants, bars, and businesses opening up in the downtown area. If you do end up moving to Lansdale, or if you just end up coming to visit, make sure to check out some of these amazing restaurants such as Stove and Tap, Lansdale Tavern, and Main Street Pizzeria and Grill, just to name a few. So besides the vibrant downtown area, Lansdale also has tons of amazing parks scattered all throughout Lansdale, perfect for jogging, running, walking, running with the dog, playing with the kids, anything like that, or just truly walking and enjoying nature all throughout the year. Lansdale is also right next to Montgomeryville, which has just about every large chain restaurant, store, and grocery store that you can truly imagine. Lansdale has seen some drastic drastic growth over the past 5 to 10 years, and I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. There are tons of new neighborhoods being built each year, which brings in more and more people into the town and changes the overall housing outlook in and right around Lansdale. Lansdale is known to be a bit of a historic town with homes and some businesses dating back to the early 1900s and some even well before that, but with the mix of new construction and older historic homes and buildings, it's truly a great mix. The new construction housing has impacted the overall cost of living in Lansdale, but for everything that the town has to offer, it's still considerably affordable to live. As of last quarter, the average median sales price of a home in Lansdale was $464,990, which is up 25.7% from first quarter of last year. This median price really does vary, but overall it typically stays right around the low to mid 400s. But also keep in mind that this average price includes all different types of housing. So obviously it depends on what type of housing you specifically would be looking for, because let's say you're looking for a 2-bedroom condo and also somebody else is looking for a multi-million-dollar estate. They're grouping all of those categories and everything in between all into the same median housing price. So of course, if you're looking for a condo, a townhome, a single family home, a home with tons of acres, or a multi-million-dollar estate, the average price in each of those different housing categories will of course differ. So let's just say that you're looking for a pretty standard single family home with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and around 2,000 square foot. You'll likely spend about $350,000 to $500,000. And that's of course depending on the location, how much land you get, so on and so forth. Besides typical resale homes, Lansdale also has a great variety of new construction houses as well. Let's take a look at some of the newly built homes and communities in and around the Lansdale area. There are some newly built single family homes, which are always a bit higher in price compared to the average median price and resale homes. There are a lot of new construction townhomes that were recently built and located within walking distance to the center of town. Overall, no matter what type of housing you're looking for in Lansdale, you'll most likely be able to find it. So would you consider moving to Lansdale and buying a home? If you're interested in Lansdale or any other Philadelphia metro area town, please reach out. I would love to help you find your perfect Pennsylvania home. All of my contact information is below. And until then, I will see you on this next video.